Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Christian from Berlin, and the shuffle beat is the most important in blues. That means you as a piano player should have a selection of shuffles at your fingertips in order to keep sound interesting to the other band members, that they don't fire you, but also to the audience and also to yourself. The way how you play a shuffle beat is determining the sound of an entire song. Starting with bread and butter shuffles and then building up on that. Hope you enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Helps me keep shuffling. Enjoy. Okay, let's start with bread and butter. Just quickly get over with it. You might know it already, but for the newbies, Germany is a country of bread. We start with bread. It's a standard shuffle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're on G. And it works very, very simple. We have the triad in the right hand. We have the third is walking up here. So we have second grip is this one. And the left hand. Yes, you know this since you were just maybe 5 minutes after you were born. The chopstick. And then we do it together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And with all these patterns, you learn how to move them to this 4 chord and to the 5 chord. And you're on the C triad. And the third is going up here. Third is going up. Second finger is going up to the A. And then you play the same. In a triple fashion. Da, ga, da, da. Now it's easy to move this on D. Try it. 1 5th and moving up. Here. Okay, I can see you're bored already. You're yawning. He's telling us the stuff we already know. Now, the butter stuff. We butter the bread up just a little bit and get to this. Now, the buttery part is we have triad and we move up the third and we move it up one more time until we are at G7, the 5th and the minor 7 here. And we do the same with the second finger, move up to the A and move up to the minor 7 of G. So we move, both sides move parallel. 1 and this sounds already a little bit richer. A little bit Richard. And we move it over again to C. Until you're on this top third. You know all these thirds from blues piano, right? So it's a little bit harder at tempo because the thummy has to jump and thummies don't like jumping. Doesn't like it. You have to force him a little bit, stay in time. And if you're practicing, consider, you have one of those Yamaha pianos made in Germany. Just kidding. You put up a rhythm, a shuffle. All of them have a shuffle somewhere hidden. And you put it on tempo. Well, this tempo 90 now. Quickly your target tempo. After a little bit of practicing, stay tightly on the beat. You see? Stay on the beat. Stay on the beat. Okay, next one. It seems like I always get stuck in these food metaphors. Last time it was pizza, now it's bread and butter. Anyway, we have the bread, we have the butter. We put some jam on it now. It goes like this. What is different here? I show you. It's a very good, it's a massive groove, and it sounds, you can play this stuff an octave higher here, like maybe for the second chorus. But also here, it gives a bit more warmth and mid-range mid-range groove. So if there's a guitarist, he has more air here, or saxophonist, but you don't want them on board. Anyway, so what is the difference? We have the thirds now in the middle. Look at this. We have the octave up here. Instead of doing this, we move the octave, we move the G, the root note, up here. And now the thirds are moving inside. And that's what makes the jam. It's a grandmother's recipe of strawberry jam is this one. And left hand, since we were already used to the thumb walking up to the 7, this is a perfect match. Here, 1 and 2 and 3 and yes, you move. Look, the right third move almost up to the octaves here. And it just sounds great because we have this inner movement of the parallel voices. Okay, let's try the same in Blueberry. By now, you learn to think in structures. Like I always teach you, we have the inner thirds, octave the 8. These are moving up to the 7 like before, just with the octave here. And we have the D. Same. Do you know what's next? Do you know what to do? Yes, you know. Because you're good students. And you like grandmother's jam. Oh, like this. And there's a little twin brother already in this hidden. Like, you look. It's if we do not go up the whole way, not the hallway, the entire way to the 7th, we can also stay. It's also a great groove. Like just play, go back immediately. Yes, also good sound. And then you can extend. Da, 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 da. This is a bit too low. You should go play the C here. Mix them, baby, mix them. There's a lot of creativity possible even in these small little shuffles. Let's try the next one. Okay, now we add a new taste. We still have the butter in the left hand, but what about if we put now on the jam some cheese? My mother used to do that, put jam on cheese. We do that today as well. It sounds like this. What is it? Now, very different sound now, because we have this delayed 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's go through it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and more and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And it creates quite a flow because of these syncopations. And you can even put a little slide if you can't resist. 1. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and same counting. And now by now you have these thirds in your system. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now pay attention, if you are on the way back, you play the D7 and the C7, cause 1 and 2, it's a 2-bar pattern. 1 ba 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 da, second bar bam ba bum. But we only have 1 bar on the D7. So there we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Hold on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and you just play the first bit of the riff with the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and maybe here. Yeah, do this. It goes without saying, you can also always replace the butter and the bread with the butter underneath. You see, it always works. Okay, next one. And look. Let's have a look at this amazing old recipe. So we do it first without the little diddle, and then I'll show you the diddle. Can you call it diddle? Anyway, so we have this. This plays a role, and it's the index finger is just sliding down. C, just quickly. We don't change the chord. You know, it's a borrowed chord. Now we go from the C, try it, back to here. And again, the index finger is sliding. And now it goes round and round. Clap. You got it? Now, if you want, you can occasionally play this little. And then we just go down the G, try it. Now. And in the end, when you play it faster, this is just melting together. But this, even without this, is a massive can play and talk and teach. Same, we move it over here. Be aware, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. If you want to do it in a professional way, you anticipate the next chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And here I have to mention a little detail in D. Of course, if we are on D, it would be like this. Here. We cannot slide down the third, we must slide it up, and we need 2 fingers like. So A simple trick every blues piano player does is like, he just doesn't do the thing, he just plays like. He's simplifying it to avoid this, which is awkward if you're in a band situation. The adrenaline is pumping and you've forgotten all about what you've learned in your previous life. So then you just play and again. Totally fine. And then you test again yourself. And so on. Let's move to the last one. Okay, the last one is a little bit different. If you want to, it's like it's the cinnamon with the pepper over everything. Now I played. Observe how the top line is staying the same. We're not moving parallel. Here. So what sticks out here? Definitely the first hit on the G on the second triplet. 1, 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and now approaching and sticking out by this. We are not moving the pattern parallel, but we are adjusting this one from G. This is where we go to G when we are on G, and now we go on C7. We have the fifth, the minor 7, and the ninth of C. I play the change from G to C. 1, 2, and 2, and 3, G, going to C. On C, going back to G. Again, the change from C to G and back. G. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2, and 3, and G now. We are on C. Now, we play something different on the D7 and the C7. What do I do here? It's 1, 2, and 2, and 3. I just play the same pattern, this with the second triplet. 1, 2, and 2, and 3, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 2, and 3, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 2, and 3, 2, and 4. And then you can either play turnaround, or you play. Now this definitely sticks out. The accentuation on the second triplet has a kind of it's a driving thing. It comes so early. Can you feel it? You must feel it. And of course, if the guitarist is asking it, like you can play the butter instead of the bread. I hope you enjoyed this little pack of shuffles. It's always good to have, a little repertoire, a little collection to shine on session. If you enjoyed my way of teaching, if you learned something, consider subscribing. Helps you because you don't miss out another tutorial. Helps me because I just love to have so many subscribers. Bye bye from Berlin. Have a great day.